Hey, what's up guys, it's TC here. Today I'm going to bring you a brand new video, and as you can see from the title, this is going to be another storytime video. As I can see from the support on my video yesterday, I see that you guys really enjoyed the storytime, and a lot of people have been telling me I should do more, so that's what I'm doing. So this story started all around the summer of 6th or 7th grade, I totally forgot. This was back in 2016, right when Donald Trump actually got elected, surprisingly. So I went to middle school, obviously in 6th and 7th grade, and there was this girl. I'm not going to say her name. Let's just call her Jennifer, alright? Now, Jennifer had a pretty big following on Instagram back then, because she posted a lot of selfies and stuff. Just like every ordinary girl does, not discriminating it again. They just post selfies and stuff. But since Jennifer posted about politics, and I didn't like politics, I decided, I was like, let me just comment on this pic and just roast her and stuff. And so that's where it started. So it was like an evening, I think it was like a Monday night. It was a school night, I remember. It was at like 9 o'clock. No, maybe 7 actually, I think I remember it was 7. And Jennifer posted a picture of Donald Trump and wrote a whole paragraph about Trump and why she supports him and everything about him. And like I said, she posted the picture of Donald Trump and her thoughts and opinions, and she liked him. So I didn't like politics and I didn't like him, so I decided to just comment like I said and just be very rude to her, which was my mistake. I take back everything I did to her, and if she's watching this, Jennifer, I'm sorry. So what I commented was I don't really remember it that well, but what I commented was something about, oh, you're too young to be worrying about politics. Just worry about having fun in life. And Jennifer took this to heart. Let me tell you that. And I'm guessing Jennifer had a really good relationship with her parents, because she literally ratted me out and told her parents what I wrote. And her parents are very strict and very mean. And guess what they did? They came to my house and decided to argue with me. Now you're probably wondering, how did she know where you live? Well, actually, I live literally around the corner from her, so it wasn't really that hard, and I see her always walking with her friends and stuff. So I'm guessing she knew where I lived, which is a little bit creepy, because that's kind of weird just to know where someone lives without actually knowing them, but it's whatever now. So right after she posted that and I commented, and then she told her parents, it was about 10 o'clock at night when she and her parents decided to take a nice stroll through the neighborhood all the way to my house, knock on the door, wake everyone up, and decide to just start an argument and ask why I did what I did. And so this is where it begins, the argument. Now, I thought her father and her mom were pretty nice people. Like, I've seen them before. They seem pretty nice, but later did I know that it was the complete opposite. When her dad approached me, he seemed pretty chill about it. Not chill, but just like, he wasn't really that mad, but then it got started. The argument really started to get heated because I was kind of talking back, and yeah, I was talking back and stuff, so right when I talked back, he just engaged and just roared all of his aggression towards me, and I can understand this. I mean, I have one excuse. I mean, like, 6th, 7th grade is when puberty kind of hit me hard, so like I was having a lot of mood swings and stuff, and still to this day I still have some mood swings now and then, not as bad as back then, but obviously I was in one of those mood swings at that moment. So he approached me, and then he asked the question. He was like, why did you comment that on my daughter's post? And so I just said very honestly, I didn't agree with her opinions, and it was just a joke, and it was all for fun. And right when I said that, I did not know what I was getting myself into. Her dad immediately said, it's not a joke, it's not a joke. And I hate when people are yelling for no reason and just being so disrespectful for no reason. And that sounds hypocritical because I was kind of being disrespectful. Not to mention he was over in his 40s and he's talking to me like I'm an adult. Which truthfully back then I wasn't, obviously. And I didn't agree with that, so I started to get really mad and we started a whole huge argument. Things got pretty heated at this moment, and right when he asked the question why I did it, and I answered with my stupid response that it was a joke and I didn't agree with her opinions, he immediately raised his tone. I was so aggressively, like I was afraid that I was going to get killed by him that night, but thankfully I didn't. And when he got heated, like I said before, I started to get really heated, and I didn't agree with how he was treating me and how he responded to me. So as the argument continued, it started to get really aggressive. Even in the beginning, it was still pretty aggressive. But at this point in time, Like, when I mean aggressive, it was like adult talk, and I was pretty mature back then, not so much now. And I was in one of those mood things, like I said, so things really got heated. I remember he was telling me, he was like, "You shouldn't talk to my daughter like that." And I was like, "I understand, but it was my bad. I'm sorry for what I did." And sorry just wasn't an option for him, and I kind of get it, but at the same time, I really don't get it. This girl took it completely to heart, and I just hate people that take stuff to heart over the littlest things. So this argument didn't really go good with how I was living and what I thought about it. And especially for her dad, it did not go good whatsoever. They're arguing for about 10 or 15 minutes. At 10, meanwhile, this is at 10 o'clock at night, and for 15 minutes it would be 10:20, 10:15, whatever. So I used to go to bed at like 10 o'clock back then because it was middle school. And he was interrupting my sleep time, and I wasn't about that. And so I got even more mad than I already was, and I just raged at him. Now this is where the story gets pretty juicy. So at that time, around 10:20, 10:15, at this point I was completely done, and I just went off on him. He started talking about stuff that truthfully didn't matter at all. He started bringing up about parents and stuff, and he did not know anything about my life, and that made me even more mad, and it just unleashed me. I don't know if you guys know, but my dad actually passed away in 2008, and he started bringing up my father, and I did not like that whatsoever. He told me that my parents should have raised me differently and raised me like a good parent would, and this made me so mad. Like, you don't know, nothing can explain the anger I was feeling that day, and nothing will ever make me more mad than what that man did. Right when he started talking about my father and my parents, I immediately wanted to fight him, and that's what came out of my mouth. I just told him, "If you really want to settle this, we can fight right now." And for you guys that don't know, I used to work out a lot back in 6th, 7th, 8th grade and stuff, so I wasn't the biggest, but I did have some muscle on me. Obviously not as much muscle as he did at the time, but I was down to fight, and I'm not really a type of guy to fight people. I'm a pretty nice guy, and I like to make people laugh and stuff, but I'm always waiting for someone to mess up. And that night, that guy made the wrong choice and messed up by talking about my past and everything that really meant something to me. So he wasn't down to fight at all, and I can understand that, because he is a little bitch. And meanwhile, he had his wife and the daughter that I bullied with him, and I was truthfully like so ready to fight. Like, I was so ready to fight this man. I don't care if I lose or not. I was so ready to just beat this man. Like, that was my mindset, and honestly, I probably would have lost the fight, and I probably would have gotten like 4 teeth knocked out. But my confidence was just so high that I just said screw it, and I just said what I said, did what I did, and left it like that. This is coming to the end of the story. It's just, that was kind of the end when he walked away, but I was so mad. Like, once I got back in the house after the argument, I went into my room, and I would normally just go to sleep around 10 or whatever, but this time I just had to get my anger out. So I go into my room, I jump on my bed, and immediately I just start screaming in my pillow like a little 4-year-old, and just start punching my wall, my desk, everything. Taking my anger out on everything, because that man walked away and I was going to take my anger out on him. But since he was a little girl and didn't want to fight, I had to take my anger out of my room. So I guess lesson learned in the story is don't start stuff with girls, because they're very sensitive. Not all girls are sensitive, but just don't start stuff with girls that you know that are going to do something about it. Be the better guy and just play it smart and just mind your business, focus on you, and do what's best for you, honestly, in the end of the day. Hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Leave a like, subscribe if you truly want to support me, and if you truly enjoyed this content and my content that I'm bringing to you. And again, I want to say thank you for all the support I've been getting recently. My views, my watch time, my likes, and my subscriptions are going up. And I'm very proud of that, because I just started posting recently. And to see everyone showing so much love to me, it really makes me happy at the end of the day. And I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing and bringing more content to you guys. So like I said, it's been T-Sick here. Peace.